Fun guy, what's up, baby?
What it do, baby?
Yeah.
This is Kawhi Leonard, small forward from San Diego State. I'm out here in Las Vegas, Impact, and this is where we're working out at every day, just getting it in.
Who would you have gone with if you couldn't have voted for Irving?
I probably would pick, Kawhi Leonard. He's top 20 in points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, field goal percentage, three-point percentage, and free throw percentage.
Damn.
Great year. And he played 61 games.
On the best team in the league.
Yes.
I think most coaches and players in this league would put you amongst the very best players in the NBA, but you probably don't have as much popular fame as some other guys like LeBron and Steph Curry.
No, I mean, I'm not playing the game for that reason. You know, I'm out here playing to have fun and trying to be the best player I could be. And, you know, I'm happy with myself and, you know, what I've done in my career. It's not about me being famous or want to have more fame than those guys.
You can't just be the perfect basketball player. They're always going to criticize something about your game. So I think it's fair, and they could keep criticizing me bad or positive. I'm just going to keep working hard and just, try to prove people wrong.
Kawhi Anthony Leonard started with the Spurs and won a championship in 2014, where he was named Finals MVP. After 7 seasons with the Spurs, Kawhi was traded to Toronto in 2018. In 2019, he led the Raptors to their first NBA championship in franchise history and won his second Finals MVP award. Leonard is a 4-time All-Star with 2 All-NBA first-team selections. Nicknamed the Claw.
Okay, I'm done. Should I throw these in?
Whoa. How are you doing that?
Doing what?
Your hand, man. It's like you're part bear.
This is just how I do it, man.
It's like you're part bear. It's like you're part bear.
For his ball handling skills, he has earned 5 All-Defensive Team selections and won Defensive Player of the Year honors in 2015 and 16. From an overlooked high school superstar to game changer. Just how did Kawhi go from only a NBA role player to a legitimate superstar?
Kawhi Leonard, who are you, man?
Kawhi Leonard.
He is the youngest child of his family and has 4 sisters. His father was shot and killed on January 18, 2008 at a Compton car wash he owned.
The victim is 43-year-old Mark Leonard. He was shot and killed in front of his car wash in Compton. These are crime scene photos from the investigation. He was the father of NBA star Kawhi Leonard.
You look out for me, I look out for you. Daddy's watching.
Zion Leonard is Kawhi's half-brother. Kawhi, seen there on the left, was a teen at the time of the shooting. Jacqueline Leonard remembers she had just found out she was pregnant with Zion when an incident occurred at the car wash.
In 2009, Kawhi was a senior at MLK High School in Riverside, California. That season, Kawhi averaged 22 points, 13 boards, 3 assists, and 3 blocks, leading his team to a 30-3 record on his way to being named Mr. Basketball for the state of California. Despite leading his team to a national top 10 ranking and being named the best basketball player in one of the largest states in the country, when the McDonald's All-American rosters, which are a reward for national top high school players, were revealed, Kawhi's name was nowhere to be found on the list. Today, there are multiple high school all-star games, but in the early 2000 era, it was all about the McDonald's game, a night where future college and NBA stars are showcased on ESPN in primetime.
The week leading up to the McDonald's High School All-American game was supposed to be a celebration of the best high school athletes in the nation.
Kawhi was Mr. Basketball at the end of his senior year. Going into his senior year, if you look at top 10 rankings, he wasn't there.
Mail time.
The mail's here. Come on.
Do it! Just do it! Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
They like to enter on the elbow, guard around, occasionally dive to the rim. Leonard up and under.
Kawhi then opted to go to San Diego State University in 2009. As a freshman, he averaged 12 points and 9 rebounds per game for the Aztecs. He helped the team achieve a 25-9 record and led them to a win in the Mountain West Conference tournament title. At the end of his first year, Kawhi led the Mountain West in rebounding. He was awarded MWC Freshman of the Year, First Team All-MWC, and MWC 2010 Conference Tournament MVP. When his sophomore season began to play out, Kawhi then started to garner national media attention. The attention wasn't aimed at him being the top pick of the upcoming NBA draft. Rather, it was about him leading San Diego State to a 34-3 record. He averaged 15 points, 10 boards, 1 steal while leading the Aztec to the Sweet 16. Being named a second-team All-American, Kawhi could get up with his athleticism over big opponents, which made him a beast on the boards. He was a serious game changer for San Diego State as the 2011 season began its approach into March Madness, but they eventually lost to Connecticut. Kawhi was named the second-team All-American and left San Diego State to enter the 2011 NBA Draft.
The Indiana Pacers select Kawhi Leonard from San Diego State University.
23 double-doubles this past season. Jay, we haven't heard a lot about him. What do you like about this kid?
He's relentless, and you cannot teach relentless. I mean, this young man pursues the ball like very few others in college basketball last year. He's just a sophomore. He's 6'7", but he's got the wingspan of a guy 7'3".
Originally drafted by Indiana, he was quickly traded to San Antonio. Coach Pop was probably hoping he could become a good rebounder and a lockdown defender for the Spurs. As a rookie, the man who would become known as the Claw will finish 4th in his rookie year voting to make the 2012 NBA All-Rookie First Team. The beginning of the rise of Kawhi really became noticeable during the 2014 NBA Finals.
On the offensive end, you're going to sweat more and it's going to take some life out of you, so you got to make sure as a coach you monitor that. Good execution.
5 to shoot. Leonard does. And
establish a rhythm.
Leonard shields the ball with his body. Leonard gets a good look. That's a 3. 9-0 run.
Tweak that troublesome left knee. He said he did.
There's Leonard left wide open. Open looks from downtown.
He low-key started to become the face of the Spurs franchise while still having Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker. The Spurs advanced to the NBA Finals again, and this time the Spurs prevail over the Big Three and the Heat in 5 games.
Kawhi Leonard. The fans of San Antonio know how great you are, and now the whole world does. You are the 2014 Bill Russell MVP.
Kawhi was selected NBA Finals MVP. He averaged 30 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal during the playoffs. He was chosen to the NBA All-Defensive Second Team.
Smile now.
Man, it's all surreal to me right now.
Well, congratulations. Kawhi Leonard is the youngest Finals MVP since 1999. The Spurs have a Big Three. Why were you the guy in this Finals?
Man, I'm not sure. I guess I just, they say they have the talent. I could go out there every night, and they just told me I got to keep being aggressive every night for us to win this series. They all pushed me. Coach Pop pushed me. The fans pushed me. And I just want to thank God, my parents, and everybody.
Shot clock at 8. Aldridge pushing off on Pachulia. Leonard fires from the corner. And Leonard goes down again. Julie getting up. Again, that's what they call all the time when you get your...
So no, Kawhi Leonard is apparently a problem for his teammates. Max, do you think money is the motivation for Kawhi continuing to sit out? Of course.
I mean, look, let's just take the two possibilities here. Start one. He really is experiencing pain. You know, everyone, just because Tony Parker had a similar injury and came back on a different timetable, doesn't mean Kawhi Leonard's going to respond the exact same way.
Which brings us to the situation involving Kawhi. When they're looking at Kawhi right now, I think the part that you're missing most, Max, is that even though it's obvious that it's about him protecting himself and his future from a monetary perspective, you got guys obviously inside that Spurs locker room who have some questions as to the legitimacy of it.
That in fact they're right, that they have legitimate concerns because his uncle's steering the ship and he wants Kawhi out of San Antonio because partly his sneaker deal is way under what it should be for a guy of Kawhi Leonard's ability. And listen, he's a finals MVP, he's a champion. By all lights, he's a top 5 player. By mine, he's a top 2 player when healthy in the NBA. Even that would be he's concerned about his money, or someone in his camp is, because he's underpaid as a San Antonio Spur.
You know, we only have X number of games left in the season, and he's still not ready to go. Trying to be honest and logical, I'll be surprised if he gets back this year.
In June 2018, reports surfaced claiming that Kawhi had requested a trade from the Spurs, and that he did so months after of tension between his agent and the Spurs.
He wants out of San Antonio. He didn't like what was going on and how they handled his injury in San Antonio, and he wants to go.
In the offseason, the Toronto Raptors acquired him, Danny Green, in a deal that sends all-star guard DeMar DeRozan and center Jacob Poeltl and a first-round draft pick to the San Antonio Spurs. Before the 2018 and 19 season, Kawhi had played his entire career with the Antonio Spurs. It was then Kawhi took an already solid playoff team and made them elite. The 2019 playoffs are now a part of history. Everyone knows that in Game 7 against Philadelphia, Kawhi hit a buzzer beater to advance Toronto into the Eastern Conference Finals.
The Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
After his leadership, the Toronto Raptors defeated the Warriors in Game 6 to win the organization's first NBA title. Kawhi took home Finals MVP again, and he solidified himself as one of the game's undisputed stars. The entire time, he worked hard on defense, distributing the ball and never shed away from the big stage. This quite a mix of talent, hard work, and selflessness separates Kawhi from the rest of the league. Kawhi Leonard went from a solid rebounder and defender to an all-around stud, and he did it with hard work. He developed his natural abilities into an unstoppable force. He might be known around the league as a weirdo from all the odd, weird things that he does.
Hey. So, Merry Christmas. Can you talk about your favorite Christmas moment?
Not right now. What's the first thing an elf learns in school? The alphabet.
But please let me know one person that can go back and forth with him 1v1.